Story 42.
The Bear Next Door.
Words we know.
Careful, race, juice, happily, early, finally, no, new, towards, sailor, waiting, again, strange, large, gentle, smile, surprise, realize, light, might, frighten, brought, thought, half, quiet, behind, enough, reaching, happening, stumbling.
New sounds.
A as in rain. N as in knee. F as in photo.
Special words.
Queensland. Stared. Face. Disappearing. Miserable. Favourite. Although. Noticed. Group. Actually. The Bear Next Door. Two bears called Philip and Faith Bear lived in a country town in Queensland, on the main street near the train line. Next door lived Brown Bear all alone. Philip and Faith had never actually met Brown Bear, although they had seen him often enough. Philip and Faith thought Brown Bear was very strange. He never smiled, never talked, and always stared at them while they played. If they stared back, Brown Bear ran away. In fact, Philip and Faith thought he was a stupid bear who didn't know how to smile, and who ran away when they smiled. Philip used to say he had no brains. One fine sunny Friday, after a week of soaking rain, Philip and Faith were in a great mood. They could at last go outside and play. There were huge puddles everywhere, and they couldn't wait to play their favourite game. Who can jump the biggest puddle? As they skipped to the front gate, they heard strange noises. Shouts, laughs and squeals came from somewhere down the street. They hurried to see what was happening and saw a group of 4 or 5 bigger bears disappearing around a corner. At the same time, they saw Brown Bear. Something was wrong. Poor Brown Bear was kneeling by a drain. He seemed to be in pain. The bigger bears had pushed Brown Bear into the water. Never had Philip and Faith seen such a soaking, muddy bear. Brown Bear's jeans were stained and dragging on the ground. There was even some mud on his face, which made his nose look extra large. What did Philip and Faith do? They laughed. Brown Bear really looked like a clown stumbling into his little cream house. But Philip and Faith had not noticed Brown Bear's miserable face with tears rolling down. nor had they noticed that one knee was bleeding from a scratch where it hit the drain. In fact, in 2 minutes' time they had forgotten all about the bear next door. The next 2 days were the weekend days, Saturday and Sunday. These were rainy days again, so Philip and Faith had to stay inside. But on Monday the sun was shining. Great! Philip and Faith ran outside, keen to jump puddles and find snails. They were really enjoying running and jumping and hopping when, around the corner, came the same 4 or 5 bigger bears. Before Philip had a chance to escape, the bigger bears grabbed him, shoved him into a puddle, rubbed his face in the mud, and then ran off, hooting with laughter. Poor Philip Bear! He was cold, wet, and muddy, and Faith was frightened. She ran to his aid. He had a pain in his knee, just where Brown Bear had been hurt. They plodded into their house crying. They slammed the door and locked it with a chain. Faith hugged Philip to comfort him. 10 minutes later there was a gentle knock on their door, and a soft voice said, "May I come in? May I help?" It was a kind voice just at a time when Philip and Faith felt all alone and needed someone kind to care for them. Faith slowly turned the knob to open the door, and what a surprise! Brown Bear was standing there with a huge jug of cocoa. Brown Bear found a roll of bandage for Philip's knee and cut some with a knife. Faith put it around Philip's leg and tied a knot. Brown Bear lit a fire. The 3 of them sat in front of it, gulping the lovely hot cocoa. "I have always wanted to be your friend," said Brown Bear, "but I was just plain scared, too shy to speak to you. I did not think the 2 of you would want to be friends with me." Philip and Faith looked surprised. "We thought you were a strange bear because you never smiled or spoke to us," they said. Brown Bear went on, "You 2 always looked so happy. I thought you'd never need me." "But you see, we do need you," said Philip. "Please be our friend. We feel bad to think that we did not help you when the horrible bears pushed you in the puddle. We are sorry. Please forgive us." The day finished happily. Brown Bear had 2 new friends, and Philip and Faith each had 1 new friend. Faith took some photos. All of them knew that from now on they would do lots of things together. Often they would phone each other just for fun.
Words we've used.
Queensland, stared, careful, face, race, noticed, disappearing, really, group, miserable, favourite, although, actually, caused, something.
Some new words.
Aim, bait, paid, brain, snail, quaint, knob, knuckle, night, graph, Joseph, nephew.